Hello everyone and welcome back to Jetzburg. We're just over at our port that we built in the last episode, and yeah, it seems to be functioning quite well. I'm pretty happy with how it's looking so far. We've got just a little bit of some commercial and industrial in behind here as well. Lots of parking, few decals I used to kind of dirty it up a little bit, and yeah, I'd say overall it's functioning pretty well. We also built this start of a little town here, and we may make some adjustments as we move along here. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with how these two areas have started to come together. We are facing a small issue at the port, and there's currently some garbage collection issues here. So what I'm going to do here real quick is just put down a district over top of the port. And we're also going to place one over the start of our little downtown here until it is kind of completed, and we'll divide it up maybe a bit differently, but we'll just kind of place that down there. And what I'm going to do is come in and place the Japanese recycling center, and it's going to help with some of our garbage processing in this area. It also just means the service will be closer. So I'm going to select the operating districts, and we'll have it serve these three areas. Birch End here, they do have some hearse warnings. The hearses I just didn't initially set the UK Parish Church here to the right district, so once they come back they should be able to handle that a little bit better. There is still a bit of a small death wave happening in the city, so if we kind of look around at some of our death care options here, we can also just place down a few little upgrades to kind of help those out as well. So the crematorium here, we'll go ahead and add just some extra storage and incinerators. And I think we might even add just another garage maybe down on the side here, if we can maybe see how that looks. Make sure Anarchy's not on here. So we'll place a couple there, and we'll have those serve this area as well. And I believe we have a few more across the city. There should be another one somewhere over here that we placed as well. And I'm just trying to it is. Oh yes, we do have some of the French ones, so they are basically running at full speed, and all we can really do is add out more vehicles, or sorry, some more storage. So we might as well just add a little bit of storage to each of these as well. And I think in terms of the other services, we are seeing some ambulance waiting, so let's take a look at our healthcare. We definitely have space, so I'm just wondering if a lot of the hospitals we've used maybe are quite small. So that's, well, that has no vehicles in use, so that's a bit surprising. But UK medical practice, no vehicles in use either. We might as well just go ahead and maybe just throw on, I think I might need Anarchy for that one, throw on the extension onto this UK practice, get some more ambulances there. And same thing with this modern clinic. Let's just see bed capacity. Yeah, so we don't need more capacity. So we'll see if that kind of helps thin things out. Looking pretty good over here in this area. Just some garbage issues again. But what we could also do is just take a quick look at our neighborhoods do stretch quite, we should probably have this covered here as well. So let's go ahead and just take the garbage. Yeah, this is really kind of full. I don't know if I can really add anything else to it though, but we'll select the operating districts. We'll just keep it to Prospero and our other neighborhood there, and the landfill will allow it maybe to keep going everywhere. Seems how not a lot of the vehicles are out, but yeah, that should hopefully help. Looks like the garbage symbol is already gone from there, so that's great. And then we can get into our build for today. So over in this area, I wanted to add in a few more tourist attractions. And the first thing I'm going to do is actually just remove this road here, because it's going to be in our way. And then what I'd also like to do is add in a little additional parking just on this inner circle. So we're going to go ahead and grab a medium road and the one with angled parking. And we'll go ahead and upgrade. There was a certain spot I wanted to go from. Basically from here, we'll start probably there, and we'll go all the way around to there, and then we'll kind of just bring this straight through to about there, and then we'll probably stop. And yeah, I think that'll work for now. We're probably going to add some public transit like trams down these roads, so I am going to add in the 4-lane roads probably here, because we'll probably bring trams through down in front of our train station there. And I'll probably just upgrade to this to a 4-lane road as well. And yeah, because the tram might run down our collector couplet, but that will be for a future episode. And I'm going to go ahead and just place a couple assets. So we're probably going to move things around a little bit, but what I wanted to use first was in the tourist attractions, we have the Modern Art Museum from the Modern Architecture pack, and I think that's going to fit nicely just kind of right down on this end. But I want to kind of just turn it around so that it faces kind of the other way. So we'll place that maybe about there. And then in terms of other landmarks, kind of similar idea, but National Gallery of Art, I'd actually like to place it down on this side as well. And so I'm going to see this one is a bit more difficult to place just due to its size, but I think if we kind of find a nice sweet spot, actually right about there, seems to be working. And there is some parking located on this side, and we can put some roads around here and a little bit. Might even just use some of the pedestrian roads. And then in terms of other landmarks, they would also like to use the Yun Tower from the China pack as well. I'd like to have that right behind this tower here if we can. Kind of, we're going to try and get it centered almost in the middle if we could, and maybe line up that crossing with that staircase there. And yeah, I think that looks good there. And then in terms of other parks, I'd like to come into the large parks. We're also running out of money, so but we'll probably have the community city park here, and I think we could probably squeeze that. I would like to have one between each asset, but yeah, that one's not going to quite fit there. We can place, however, the Grand City Plaza on this side here. And then we could probably just decorate a little bit of park space kind of in the middle. So we'll place that one there. Again, using Move It, we'll adjust that, some surfaces as well. But yeah, that's kind of the plan for this outer ring. I'm just going to pause because they're going to complain about not having any power or road connections. And now in terms of the rest of this area, so I'd actually like to leave this inner part probably just open space here, just so we don't take away from this significant attraction here. But if we can, I'd like to squeeze in one of the pedestrian streets kind of in between here. So bear with me because this idea I have, but I haven't quite tested it, so we'll see how it goes. But we'll go ahead and grab probably right there in the center. And I think if we come out just to about 200 meters at a 90, right around maybe there, we should be able to make a clean curve right around to the other side, just like that. And I think if we kind of bring it down right about there, I think I'm happy with that. Yeah, oof, that worked pretty well. So yeah, so what we can is we can connect some pedestrian paths kind of through there as well, but we're probably going to try and place in a couple different assets here. You know, I'm often inspired by my travels in Europe when I'm building some of my cities. So in terms of actually found best was the Villa City, and I'm going to place that, that would have been nice to fit in here. I'm just wondering if we need this inner road to be honest, and I'm going to lean towards no for now. So we'll take that out, and maybe we'll play something back later on. But yeah, the Villa City 2, this is a nice asset that we can sort of just place down here. And again, it's got like a little bit of a restaurant vibe to it. So what we'll probably do in the detailing is kind of take these hedges off and do some expansions there. Now we do have a few other options in terms of buildings. If the stupid info feed would stop popping up. We could also place down some of the country hotels, but I don't know if they quite fit with the vibe that I am looking for. And I don't want a lot of parking on them. Mixed use, we do have the Iron Press building as well, and I think that's again gives a different bit of vibe, but you know, very restaurant-y, sort of fancy kind of building. So we'll probably take advantage of that one. And in terms of the residential, I think we're probably going to be fine there. Office buildings should be okay as well. I'm just wondering too, from the China pack, we do also have where is it fighting on the Western Observation Tower, but I think that's going to be a bit too large, and it's gonna probably sort of drown out a little bit too much of our other buildings there. So we've got these two. I'm just thinking there's another signature building that I'm just completely forgetting about, and I'm trying to figure out what it is and where it's hiding on me. So let's go all, and then all the packs, and we should be able to find Café de Paris already exists, so I've used that one already. That's too bad, because this probably would be perfect out here as well. I just want to get rid of... If I turn Anarchy on, does it let me place it again? It does. All right, we're in business. So let's go ahead and place that one down, and then what else? Please stop. The Epicurean Garden, that was the other one I was looking for. So I'll go ahead and place that one down as well. And Folie Bergère we could use as well, but it's a little wall to wall, so maybe it's not going to quite work in what we are looking for. Ludo Square. No, not that one. That's an office, so we're probably good there. And that is a... Yeah, I think that's going to probably work for what we need. Yeah, because again, we're kind of going for a little more of a, I guess, European vibe in this little area of the city. You know, it's a real mix of cultures kind of going on here, but that's what makes it great. So yeah, I'm really liking that. So we'll go ahead with these assets, and what I might actually do now is we'll probably just dip into the first time lapse of the episode, and we'll try and get these buildings placed. We'll also place down some parks, and we'll see if maybe we can get a little bit more of a path network moving through here and connected into our tower here. All right, well, thank you for your patience if you lasted through that whole time lapse. That was quite a bit longer than I expected, and I also ran into a few issues, some game crashes and some OBS crashes. So it's been a bit of a process to try and get this all put together. So we'll go through some of the stuff I did. Some stuff ended up off camera. Some stuff the clips got lost, and etc. etc. So anyways, yeah, basically it just kind of tried to fill in a lot of the spaces in between each of these park areas. So what you didn't see was trying to add in this little treed path here. I did add in a net lane just so you can see it there, that connects into these little pillar things. So it basically allows walking to happen in between buildings. If we kind of even come over here real quick as an example, you can see as long as it kind of gets somewhat close and hooked in, people should be able to access the park through these as well. So and then yeah, left some open spaces as well. I did put in just a couple parks in this little water pond thing with a little oh, what do you call these things right now? This is escaping me. But anyways, we got one of these as well. A gazebo, thank you. In there as well. And then just use some passage parks in here that you saw as well. Line this path with some pergolas and then some oak trees as well. So if you come in and kind of zoom in really close. Anyways, it would be a really nice thing to sort of walk through, have a little peaceful area. Kept some crossings with lights as well for pedestrian safety, although I did try and space some of them out. Again, we might run, or we're likely going to run trams or buses down this road as well. Kind of built a little bit over here again with the hedge park as well. Added in another one of those ponds with the surfaces as well. And then I think you saw everything around the National Gallery of Art. So yeah, just again, a little bit of detailing, some extra parking as well. And then the roads to access the parking is not connected to this main road. So this is a one-way that kind of comes through this way. So they can cut through here coming out. But yeah, it should reduce the amount of traffic coming in that area. Other than that, yeah, just a little bit of detailing with the Iron Press building, another hedge park. Yeah, we used the Villa City and the Epicurean Garden over here. So again, just kind of fill in the space a little bit, not too much. Recolored the Union Tower and kind of copied it to the Modern Art Museum. Put the round office in from the Eastern European pack, but I can't recolor it. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions of other things to place in this area, but I think that'll basically probably do it, to be honest. We're gonna probably leave just these spaces blank as well, leave some openness there. I did connect paths through here as well, so those are all connect up again, so you should be able to walk fairly easily. We do have the pedestrian path here, and you can actually see people are coming out of our train station and coming over here now. So let's see actually how busy this line is. So this is the central station, 13 waiting, but we do have some passengers coming in on our internal line. If we look at this station, I don't believe, yeah, it is free. We don't have anyone connected to the external line, so we'll have to consider that as well. We could just quickly see real quick if that is getting any usage as well. It currently doesn't really look like it if we come into this line. So yeah, something to think about. It is connected into the historic central station that is down over in this area way over here. So something to consider. Eventually we will extend the port probably through as well into this area in the front when we build our little bit of a waterfront area. But yeah, you know, I can, however, see that we are going to need some services probably sooner rather than later, especially this Modern Art Museum already is waiting for her. So it does look like one is on its way. But yeah, it's coming from quite far away. So I think what we will do is, you know, we could actually place a cemetery just up here on the top. And we'll kind of try and line it up maybe a little bit with this here at the Union Tower, and just see, maybe even if we just take off our snapping, just pull that back just a tiny bit, place that right about there, and then we'll take this and we'll just select its operating district as Coopercroft, and yeah, we'll probably just leave that there for now. And I think this one, we'll just set it to the port there for now, and we'll adjust those services a little bit later. If I do forget, please do spam me with some comments reminding me. But yeah, let's go ahead and just take, again, one of our pedestrian roads here. And we'll just line that up maybe down here for now. We'll put a nice little cul-de-sac on this here in just a second. And then we'll just put let's do a curved road maybe, just into the cemetery here. And then we'll put a nice little roundabout there on the end. That's all hooked up, so that should work well. And then we can definitely even incorporate, you know, some of these upgrades into some of these other areas if we use Anarchy. So that is definitely an option. One thing I did kind of notice down on this end too as well is I don't think I really want to keep these parking roads here anymore. So I'll go ahead and remove that for now, and I'll probably do the same thing on this side, and we might convert that road to something else here in just a second. But what we could squeeze in real quick is if we come into, there is libraries as well. I always forget about those buildings. But if we come into the administration, we do have the Citizen Service Center and the Modern City Hall. So again, if we just take these info view off, we could probably fit the Modern City Hall. Let's see, I also want to include a Citizen Service Center. They're both kind of smaller-ish assets. Let's just see if that one will fit in here. Probably if we remove that road. So I'm just going to pause for a second. Just remove that road there real quick, and then we will place that building back as soon as I find it again. Let's put that there like so. And then we'll also put the Modern City Hall just right across from it like that. And yeah, I think that looks really nice. What we can do is take this color scheme that we used here, and we'll just put it on maybe both these buildings and kind of just see how that works. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of this blue roof, so let's just see if it's this one. Let's just take that to a nice white, or even black maybe would be better. I think that looks pretty good there, and then we'll just get these little pedestrian roads hooked back up again as well. Well, we just hook that straight into there like a 90, and then I'll just flip that one around, and same thing probably on this side. We'll just replace this one with a pedestrian road as well. And so yeah, that makes this area nice and pedestrianized. Yeah, we could probably use a little bit of some details around the city hall here. So let's see, we'll go ahead and just remove the trees that are here. Just take our brush strength all the way up, and we'll do our own little bit of landscaping here. We actually do have some parking. Oh, that's connected there. Okay. Small distraction. Yeah, so why don't I just get this little area detailed up. Well, everyone, thank you so much for joining me today in this episode of Jetzburg. It's been a lot of fun putting this whole area together and really starting to bring it more to life. We obviously have a lot of building left to do in this whole entire area. It needs a lot more detailing, and we'll be bringing in probably some services and transit maybe in the next episode. We'll probably focus a little more too on some of the zoning that we will probably need to be doing for this area so that we can yeah, really bring it to life. So I thank you so much for joining me. If you did like it, please do consider liking and subscribing, maybe even sharing the video, and also join the Discord if you want to stay updated. And yeah, let me know what you guys want to see next in Jetzburg. So take care, everyone, and bye-bye.